Yeah, D-boy free, I'm a world star, plus a world star. You might have seen me once before in your girl car. I'm a world star, plus a world star. You might have seen me once before in your girl car. Drummer boy the name, but I go by D-boy. Fresh nigga, never known to miss a B-boy. All this product in the streets. I'm lieutenant to these tenants, styling after me. Make these niggas learn the business, charge them all a fee. Make these lemons earn the kitchen, ain't no cooking free, boy. I got dope for my street niggas, crack for my essays, drum squad the cream. And yeah, boy, I'm a beneficial world star in this game a decade. Bitch, I'm going in. Hey, yeah, I'm a world star. I'm a world star. I'm a world star. Yep, I'm a world star. I'm a world star. I'm a world star. I'm a world star. Yep, I'm a world star. I'm a world star. I'm a world star. I'm a world star. Yep, I'm a world star. I'm a world star. I'm a world star. 10 million views in a day. Yep, I'm a world star.
I'm a world star. Flexing in the latest Louis. Check my email, all I seen was booty. When she called my phone, I'm like, okay, cool it. I roll my blunts long, they got like a dooley. Titty 2 chains, but I'm wearing 2 bracelets. Bracelets so big, they look like 2 bracelets. Cartier dangling, gold.
Jim Jones with another new one on WorldstarHipHop.
They don't want no drama, they know that we gon' slide. Niggas know the vibes, we do this all the time. I said they don't want no drama, they know that we gon' slide. They say that they outside, I hear this all the time. They just wanna talk on the internet, they not sliding. Nigga, I'm not with the politics, I'm not fighting. Nigga, you say you want get back, you not riding. They say that they outside, I hear that all the time. Bitch, I've been thugging since
You ain't a bunch of killers, you the feds. My name is Symbolism, drop the pin, I'm on his head. Them chains come out, I'm hooking skin until he's dead. I'm never pulling out like Nick Cannon in the bed. I need 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4. Won't stop, crow cop, high kick, gore. I call them Cinnabite boys to throw a punch. Have the roof of your mouth feeling like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Thought I was Kane, cause I've been hell raising. I smack Andrew Tate, then I'm dapping up Satan. I'm like Stephen King meets a younger Wes Craven. I've been a young thug throwing Ricos like they're Peyton. I eat it, free YSL and free Meech. Scared of Uncle Frank, you should have been scared of me. I've been solving Rubik's Cube since '83. They ain't really rapping, they dancing on drill beats, y'all suck.
A lot of videos on this WorldstarHipHop. There always has been. Every single day there's new videos updated. You can submit your own video too. There's Takashi. All your biggest celebrities are usually featured on WorldStar. It's not just hip hop. Started out as just hip hop, and then there was more. Jake Paul calls out Nate Diaz after defeating Anderson Silva. I never knew that. He beat up Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva was ranked highest in StacksAMilli's list for the best mixed martial artists in the division for the UFC. That would have been Anderson Silva. And you know who else liked him? Was the CEO of UFC, or the president. Dana White, the president. Yeah, he loved Anderson Silva. But now I love seeing what was his name, Jake Paul beat up Anderson. Well, I haven't seen it yet, but I'll check it out. It's probably on WorldStar here. I don't usually be watching too much WorldStar that much anymore, and they got that YouTube channel too. I've been watching more of their YouTube channel. Just their YouTube channel is really big. I remember when Q died. Q from WorldStar. I remember when he was the man over at WorldStar. The fights. Oh wow, is there shooting? You know, up here in Canada, we forget about all the shooting, but not. But then when you go on WorldStar, we have about 5 big time WorldStar fans in Canada that will actually do the shooting, and that would be E, Phil Thompson, JD, and a couple other niggas. And that's the only niggas in Canada that would ever fall for the WorldStar. But people are falling for WorldStar all the time down in the United States. We generally don't put up with the WorldStar crap here in Ontario. I know in Toronto and Edmonton, a lot of people love their WorldStar. I like the music videos. I don't really be. I mean the fights and the other stuff's really entertaining sometimes. There's a lot of stuff. I like the girls too. The WorldStar Candy or whatever it is. What's it called? Eye candy. A lot of police. You know, it gives power to these certain ones. You know that is why I stopped watching WorldStar or stopped going on it. Chance the Rapper, Cardi B. She was shaking her butt again. I think on WorldStar. There's French, Montana. A lot of the biggest names. A lot of your biggest names are all on that WorldStar network. French Montana honored for raising 226 million to Africa. They say he was from Morocco, next to Egypt or something. TMZ is related. Vlad TV, Hot New Hip Hop, all hip hop. WorldStar YouTube, like I said, Hip Hop DX, and other ones. Twitter, and distribute your music with WorldStar. I know a lot of top guys, you know, in the rap, gangster rap, or whatever. Even the other ones, and they started out on the WorldStar. There's YouTube, but then there's the only other website I'd say that's worth it is that WorldStar. Linktree. WorldStar's got a Linktree. 2008, January 2008 is when they made their Twitter. Happy Halloween from WorldStar, at WorldStar. They got that song I played in the beginning, I'm a WorldStar, something like that. Drummer Boy, and I think even Young Buck's in it. And who else? Gucci Mane LaFleur, Gucci Mane. And some other ones. The guy eating the banana, that's from a couple different movies or something. WorldStar. You'd have to ask the people at WorldStar. They're like hip hop experts over there at WorldStar, not just the other. It's detective police work, and then you got the music experts and the label executives. Then you just have entertainment. You have gangs and whatnot too. The store, a lot of store video, convenience store. People still going into convenience stores. If you, I remember when I started watching WorldStar, I hadn't even been into a convenience store before, It was the whole vibe. Come on in, buy this, buy that, act like this, have fun in the convenience. And then you get older, and I don't even go to the convenience. I just order on Amazon now. But then, believe it or not, there's even police that are new police. That's what I try to let Justin Trudeau know. I said, there's new rookie police that are just getting on WorldStar, and me and Justin are way past that. We're over it. Whereas there's cops that are running around with their service pistols. I'm on WorldStar. Yeah, WorldStar, all the way from the U.S. all the way to Canada. And my job is to protect the public from those cops that think it's all humor. We're on WorldStar. Let's catch a body and take a video of an innocent child. Not here in Canada, it doesn't happen. It happens down there in WorldStar territory, like Georgia, New York, and King Von, and bodies on the autopsy table, and all that. That's WorldStar. You want it? How I seen it was, you want to be like WorldStar, then you're gonna end up dead, like a lot of these guys do on the WorldStar. But it's every once in a while. I never seen it as a bad thing for business and people to post their music and entertainment and all that. But when it comes to some of the videos, they're questionable for sure. But then at the same time, if the stuff's going on, at least we do have a place to where people can, where it's getting out there, where people know what's going on. There's a lot of news on WorldStar, street news. And people get caught up in it. Some people, like my dad and all that, or uncles, they wouldn't even know what the hell is going on. And you always thought you were so cool. You know, I'm on WorldStar. I know all the latest hood news and all that. Kodak Black raped a new woman, or here's a woman taking a D, or whatever. Or this guy got beat up in this hood, or there's a hit out on that guy. But sometimes you got to keep up with it. I remember in the industry, it was like, oh, so-and-so just got whacked out, so you got to stay home. You better not go out. Is it a good time to go out, or did something happen on WorldStar? Ross, he gets a call on the phone, Rick Ross. Yeah, there's this diss record on WorldstarHipHop or whatever, you know. From who? From that Gotti, that John Gotti, disc gunplay, whatever. Oh, well, he's not on WorldStar right now. But you know, Ross is really refreshing WorldStar all the time. You got the founder, Q. He got deaded at 43. Oh, yeah. Rico and Soulja Boy. A lot of beefs on WorldStar. A lot of beefs on that WorldStar Hip Hop. There's even a guy on there that sounds like me. WorldstarHipHop.com. And he sounds, probably get to the point people think that's me. But that was not me that did that voiceover. But you could consider it to be me. Because if that guy dies, I guess he was a part of my family in a DNA to a DNA level or whatever, to where he has the similar voice as me. So there is that guy from WorldStar Hip Hop. A lot of different graphics here. Why am I doing a video of WorldStar? You're not an admin on WorldStar. No, I'm not, but I have a big YouTube channel, and they want me to go all across the internet and show the different videos or different things on the internet and whatnot. And one of the websites is this WorldStar. So they wanted me to share my opinion on it. Yeah, there's a lot of good girls and all that on it. Models, the WorldStar models, I might say. They even do tours beside the controversials. They have a lot of solidarity within the music community and the entertainment and all the rest. They make a lot of money. There's a lot of businesses, companies, not just the artists and the other ones, that pay big money to feature their products on WorldStar, whether it be their new mixtape or their CD or an album or Even those rap snacks and all that, they first started on WorldStar before they ever hit Walmart. Now they're in Walmart and all that, but originally they started on WorldStar. Even this girl right here, she's quite attractive. Ice Spice, Bikini Bottom. You have a lot of well, you have a lot of like random artists and all that, new artists and all that, and strippers that do music and all that. With the Bikini Bottom, with that on the WorldStar. Yeah, she's hot. That girl on the WorldStar. T.I. opens up about his son King. He got arrested. Southwest Airlines pilot. I don't know. I'll do more videos of WorldStar. There's Irv Gotti. I think he's a member of the clique. They even have merchandise, it looks like now at WorldStar. They really respond to you if you email them or comment and whatnot. And they constantly develop the website. The website, it's constantly developed. And the YouTube, they update new videos. I subscribe to them on YouTube. And there's their Instagram. They're on Instagram. Everything's Halloween right now. So the things I'm interested in are not this guy, but the women that dress up in the costumes and all that. Jake Paul, I want to see that, the fight, like I said. Kodak Black got some new ring. Big, gigantic ring. You know, it's a nice ring. It's white gold or something like that. It's a lot of freaking white gold. The most white gold or something like that I've ever seen. Whatever it is. Or platinum. I'm not sure, but it looks to be a white gold, to be honest. It's not platinum, I don't think. It might be. I'm not sure what it is. Kanye West, we've seen a lot of him. Hood clips. You got Cutthroat Bill. When I was down in Florida, that Kodak Black came in my house and wanted me to make him spaghetti and all that, but I didn't get it at the time. Either did he. He broke into my house. He used to climb through people's windows and all that. He thought everyone was like a fan of them. It was like, just because I live here in Florida, my dad bought the house here and all that does not mean I'm such a big fan of Kodak. He can come in my house without permission, and but some other people, it was like, ooh, Kodak, I'm gonna bend right over as well or whatever. But not with me. I wasn't big into it. That's mostly with some of the women. I think they allow it, but not in my life. And that was a weird thing for a lot of Americans. How we lived in the United States. But even if you were Rick Ross or Kodak Black, you had to have a RVSP to come over to my house. You couldn't just open the front door and come right in our house and start opening our fridge and all that. Because believe it or not, there's people like that down there, is how I was thinking. And yeah, it's a thing in the hood. People that watch WorldStar type of people, I guess. I distance myself from those people. You got to at least give me a call on the phone. Hey, StacksAMilli, can I come over? We're going to shoot a video or something like that. But those guys came from Florida, where go watch Kodak's video. He was famous. He never even went to prison. Like, he used to just go around Florida and break into people. Same with Bez Belief. And they think they're like somebody to be proud of in the community. And the police are even praising them. That's our corruption in the police. Like, and the police don't have any skills, you know. All they do is listen to Kodak Black's music. That's such a big skill to them, being able to get on the microphone and yippity yap, that the police are like killing, like raping kids, killing kids, and all that for these these loser rappers. And then you got all these blood diamonds on their neck while they go around and kill Breonna Taylor and all that. For these Kodak Blacks and all that. To be on WorldStar, because that was on WorldStar. What did I hear one female say? Oh, that was my nut, or whatever. That was my nut. Well, here comes the nutcracker. Because it's all changing. We got new people in office that aren't stupid. They know what's going on, like a Kamala Harris, like a Joe Biden. That's why we wanted to bring Kamala in. She knows the WorldStar people and all that. She shares their demographic or whatever when it comes to her race. So that's why we brought her in. And then you got me. He lived and breathed the WorldStar, and he's lucky to have survived. So watch how much WorldStar you do, because it could affect you in real life as well. When it comes to the police, when it comes to the criminal gangs, when it comes to hits. But look at the owner of WorldStar. His name is Q. He's since been passed. He got hit. Nipsey Hussle got shot in the face. Gambino Gold. XXX Tentacion. Who else got shot and killed from WorldStar? E-Day 600. PNB Rock. Who's the guy that got stabbed in the neck? Mo 3. What about the other one? Lil Boosie got shot in the leg. Coolio has allegedly died. There's a lot of allegedly. But WorldStar, there's been a lot of people that have died that were featured on WorldStar. But they're changing it. But the world, as you may know, the world, that is America. The world constantly changes, and so does with it the platforms like a WorldStar. And there's shit that happens. I mean, look at this. In the McDonald's is. Every once in a while. Very rarely does anything happen in the McDonald's. The Queen died. I'm sure that was a big one on WorldStar. Bad Baby, she got older with us on WorldStar. She went from being like a little kid all the way up to a grown woman. Or whatever I guess you would consider her a grown woman. Chick-fil-A worker in Florida tackles carjacker outside restaurant. I never did get to try that. I think I've tried the Chick-fil-A one time or something like that. I wish I had it more, but it's not that big of a deal. It is just a chicken sandwich and all that. Nursing home in Taiwan. There's one in Toronto. I watched a video of that Chick-fil-A in Toronto. I think it's that one guy. I'm not sure who it is. But anyways, he watched enough Chick-fil-A videos, especially the one with the JP and Julie and the other one and all that, it feels like I've had the Chick-fil-A. You know, they all bought 10 or 20 items on the menu. I don't know about 20 items, but they got 10 or 15 items, and they ate them, you know. And, you know, eventually when you're doing the mukbangs, just going into the restaurant to buy the food gets annoying, you know. It gets tiring just to go in and buy the food, the whole process of it. Is there mukbangs on WorldStar? I'm sure they've posted a few every once in a while. Is it a regular thing? I'm not sure. Maybe it will be a regular thing to add more mukbangs on WorldStar. That would do a big thing for what? The food companies. So we're wondering, what's going on with the government? You know, they're saying that the food companies are making money and all that. Well, one of your highest traffic websites on the internet, they're not even promoting food. They're promoting murder. So everybody's hungry, and then you hop on WorldstarHipHop.com, and instead of Burger King advertisements, it's murder advertisements. So that's what's going on with your government is, hey, instead of mukbanging, shoot a guy in the head and drink his blood. And that's WorldStar, sort of. And there's Jim Jones. And last night when I first seen him, all I could say was Jim Jones. Jim Jones. Jim Jones. Jim Jones. There's Jimmy. there's Jim Jones again. And I just remembered all the people that used to love Jimmy, always loved Jimmy, and they'll continue to love this Jimmy guy because goddamn does this Jim Jones make a lot of videos and all that and music. And then this girl, I'm addicted to her because of her butt or whatever. You know, as a white guy, it's like I feel ashamed or whatever, you know, but she did have a nice butt, that girl, that Ice Spice. She reminds me a lot of that one. Presser's girlfriend. Why doesn't Kanye West do a goddamn push-up or something? Like, all he does is sit in these jogging outfits with these hoodies. We've never seen him do a jumping jack or anything. He doesn't promote PE or whatever, because in the United States, when I went to school, PE was a big thing, physical education. It was like everybody, I don't know what the hell the government is after you leave, what was it, sixth grade, I think? Yeah, once you hit about sixth or seventh grade, they just give up on you in America, it seems like. It's like, hey, no more jumping jacks. Start hanging out with Kanye West and smoke crack in your hoodie, like Rob Ford, who's supposed to be our mayor. So kids are getting out of school and they're like, "Hey, there's the mayor. What's the mayor do for a living, Tom?" Well, he smokes rock with the niggers on WorldStar. Yep, that's WorldStar. That's a WorldStar. Yep, that's WorldStar. And that's the mayor of Toronto, or was. And that's the type of shit the kids had to deal with when they finally fucking got out of high school. When I finally got out of high school or whatever, that was the people in power. Was people smoking drugs and doing murders and doing robberies and no physical education. There was no school system. It all got broken apart. People were mafia, or people were killer police, or people were bad criminal enterprises. And then we got Kamala and we got Joe Biden in again. We brought in Donald. You know why we brought in Donald? They said, why'd you bring in Donald Trump, the mafioso guy? Because he was the only guy in America with enough power, and he was good enough that we could destroy the real criminal enterprises and everything like that. We brought in Donald. He was the strong. He was what they would call, he was a good person, but he happened to know about the mob and he was from it or whatever. And without Donald, we would have never eliminated. What were they? The Latin Kings. I better have got this one, Donald, because this is the big WorldstarHipHop hip hop video. Even Donald's been on WorldstarHipHop. He's one of your, what you would think would be the bigger character, but don't yell at me in my ear, Donald. Or else we could flip this one upside down. I mean, it is Halloween. I don't want to scare Mr. Donald. Is he going to get another 4? Who gives a fucking goddamn if he gets another 4? Are you that poor, Donald? Are you that poor? He may be that poor, everybody, that we need another 4 years of Donald. What happened to Martin Shkreli? Is he going to come back for the next 4 years of Donald? He let out Kodak Black to probably have sex with his daughter Ivanka Trump. But there's still a lot of innocent, normal people that want to come out too after the sex finishes. You know, they're big into the black ones. They think the black ones are all superior. They want everything.
because they got WorldStar. They run America. We kill white children. Look at the Sandy Hook. They did it themselves.